You're not lying awake at night because your thoughts won't turn off. You're lying awake because you're afraid of what you'll feel when they do. When the noise fades, the questions get louder. The ones you outran during the day, the ones productivity kept quiet. When there's nothing left to manage, there's nothing left to perform, you're left alone with yourself. And that's when the pressure that you've been carrying finally asks to be felt. So you think about it at night, there's no email to answer, there's no problem to solve, there's no role to step into. The structure that literally held you up all day drops away, and what's underneath all of that starts rising up. Think about the disappointment you didn't have time for, doubt you postponed, this kind of exhaustion that's not physical and that doesn't respond to sleep. Nothing is wrong with you for this. You didn't lose discipline. Your mind hasn't broken. Your nervous system just hasn't had a safe place to land yet. During the day, movement keeps you regulated. There's momentum, there's feedback, reassurance that things are being handled. At night, stillness removes those signals. So without proof that everything is okay, your body stays alert. Your mind keeps scanning. That's not to torture you, but just to protect you. That's why advice about shutting your mind off very rarely works. What's happening here is not a failure of willpower. It's just a system that's learned over time that staying on was a necessary thing. And that lesson didn't come from weakness. It really comes from responsibility. For a long time, being alert has helped you function. It helped you anticipate needs. It helped you carry weight without dropping it. The problem is that patterns built for that endurance don't automatically shut off when demand eases up. It waits for evidence that rest won't cost you something. The problem is that nighttime removes that evidence. When the world goes quiet, there's nothing external around you confirming that everything is handled. There's no motion, there's no progress, there's no reassurance. So your body does what it knows. It just stays ready. And that's not dramatic, it's just your body being cautious. The problem is that there's often shame layered on top of this. There's this quiet belief that you shouldn't still struggle with this, that adults with faith should sleep better, that people who have their life together don't lie awake at night staring at the ceiling. And that shame tightens your system further because it tells you that even rest has conditions. It's very important for me to say this clearly. Your system is not rebelling. It's protecting. It just hasn't been shown on a consistent basis that it no longer has to work this hard. If you listen to what your thoughts circle at night, very few times are they random. They land on what matters. So you're thinking about money, responsibility, decisions that you haven't made, conversations that you replay in your mind, the future of the people that you care about. That's not a scattered mind. That's just accountability with nowhere to go. During the day, that same accountability looks productive. At night, it looks restless. So same source, different setting. Many people just assume that the solution is more control. So I need better routines, better discipline, better strategies to quiet my mind. Some of those help at the edges, but they don't touch the core issue. The core issue is safety. Your system needs repeated signals that stopping will not lead to full system collapse. Now, faith can either support that process or quietly work against it, depending on how it's been lived. If faith has meant trusting God while still carrying everything yourself, rest can feel very irresponsible. You may believe in grace with your words, while your body still believes it's on its own. Scripture tells a completely different story. One where rest is entered before everything is finished. One where trust is practiced through release and not effort. That kind of trust isn't decided just one time. It's learned very slowly through experience. But at night, your thoughts aren't asking you to solve your life. They're asking whether it's safe to stop holding it together. That question does not get answered through logic. It gets answered through allowing stillness without punishing yourself for it. And sometimes that starts with staying in bed even when your mind is active. So not forcing calm, not fixing anything, but just letting your body feel supported and letting wakefulness exist without turning it into some problem. That alone can start to send a new signal. A prayer in moments like this, it doesn't need polish. Sometimes it's just acknowledging that you're tired in a way that sleep hasn't touched yet. God does not require you to be calm before you come to Him. He meets you as you are, even in the middle of the night. You may notice that the hardest nights follow days where you stayed composed, right, where you carried things quietly. The body remembers that restraint, and it looks for space later, and nighttime is often the only space that it gets. That doesn't mean you need to unload everything all at one time. It just means you stop arguing with the fact that something does need attention. And even naming that truth can softly start to lower the internal tension. Over time, as your system learns that nothing bad happens when you slow down, that urgency is going to ease up. And that's not all going to happen at once. It's not going to be perfect, but it will happen gradually. The mind doesn't need to race when it trusts that rest won't be punished. There will still be nights when sleep takes longer. That doesn't erase your progress. It just means you're human. Regulation is not about controlling every moment. It's about changing the overall pattern. You're not failing because your mind stays busy at night. You're just someone who's been strong for a long time and is learning a different way to carry that strength. It's just one that includes rest as a part of faith, not as a reward for it. If tonight's another long night, let it be what it is without turning it into a verdict. You're not broken. You're relearning safety. If you want to keep walking this out with me, I write one weekly letter for people who are tired in a deeper way. You can find it in the description below.